That FBI seizure yesterday was a particularly extraordinary move. I think we all know that now. It's been talked about for a good full one and a half news cycles now about what that seizure represented. That shit doesn't happen where an attorney's office is raided by federal by federal prosecutors and the FBI, and everything is seized because the attorney is under suspicion of all kinds of federal crimes. And to cap it off, the attorney is the attorney for the President of the United States. Michael Cohen, is Trump's virtual vault. That's where all the secrets are held, everything, from his business deals to his personal affairs. Joyce White Vance, a former U.S. attorney in Alabama, said, quote, "This search warrant is like dropping a bomb on Trump's front porch." Mark Zaid, a Washington lawyer, said the seizure of Cohen's records, quote, "should be the most concerning for the president," end quote. He added, quote, "You can't get much worse than this, other than arresting someone's wife or putting pressure on a family member. This strikes at the inner sanctum. Your lawyer, your CPA, your barber, your therapist, your bartender, all the people who would know the worst about you," end quote. So what did Trump do yesterday? According to reliable sources, he spent most of the day glued to Fox, watching Fox television. Christ. His aides, anonymously of course, reported that Trump watched cable news coverage of surprise raids on Cohen's Manhattan office, home, and hotel room by FBI agents who took everything. Took Cohen's computer, phone, personal financial records, everything. Just hoovered it all up. As the sun began to fall in Washington yesterday, Trump offered reporters his initial reaction. Here's what he said, quote, "It's a disgraceful situation." He said, quote, "I have this witch hunt constantly going on. That is a whole new level of unfairness." Leaving no doubt that he views what happened on Monday to his attorney as a personal affront. Trump called Cohen a good man. Oh, give me a fucking break. You know what this reminds me of? Goodfellas, the movie. Matter of fact, Michael Cohen looks like one of those unmade young mafia guys who are coming up, trying to become a made man in the family. That's what Cohen looks like to me. That's what this whole thing is. This whole goddamn thing is a adaptation of the book and the movie Goodfellas. That's what these people are. They're Goodfellas. Hey, we can do any fucking thing we want to do. I'm the attorney for the president. Well, I'm his national security advisor. Well, I'm his son-in-law. Well, I'm his daughter. Well, I'm his this. Well, I'm his that. We can do anything we want because he's the president. And according to New York Times, Washington Post, shortly after the raids began yesterday morning, Trump received a heads up at the White House. He got together with Ty Cobb, who's still the White House lawyer, in the Oval Office. He's the White House lawyer who oversees the White House's handling of the Mueller probe. It's not Trump's attorney. Don't ask me to explain the difference because I don't know. He also met with White House counsel Donald McGahn and White House Chief of Staff John Kelly. Now, I thought McGahn was gone. But if he's White House counsel, not the president's counsel. Okay. What's the difference between a White House lawyer and White House counsel? Oh, who cares? Other aides said they did not understand what was happening. You know, this meeting in the Oval Office, because nobody knew about it yet. And they struggled to pinpoint the significance of the seizures once they did find out. Not seizures like, you know, brain spasms, but the seizures at Michael Cohen's office and home and hotel room. Many officials tried to keep their distance from what was going on, refusing to say anything until they knew what Trump's strategy was going to be. Smart. Aides said they viewed Trump's late afternoon comments to reporters as a necessary venting session. That's when he went off with all this bullshit. He had been grousing privately about Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, a Trump appointee. Now remember what Trump has said. All these Democrats, there's not a fucking Democrat in here. These are all Republicans, and most of them were appointed by Trump. But there's a difference. You know what the difference is with these Republicans? The ones he's bitching about? They're following the rule of law. Trump doesn't know from the rule of law. What's the rule of law? Trump has never followed a rule of law. He never had to. He always had Michael Cohen or somebody, some bully boy, somebody to put out the warnings like they put out on stormy weather. You don't want your daughter to grow up without a mother, do you? Rule of law. Then Trump complained about Rosenstein again Monday in private, according to a White House advisor. There's more goddamn leaks in the Trump cesspool than there is in a sieve upstairs in our kitchen. It's just unbelievable. And he stewed all afternoon about the warrant to seize Cohen's records, at times raising his voice. Woo! Really? Can you imagine? What the fuck is going on? Right? I'm the president. Not for long.